Hi there! Today I'm actually going to try and make Coca-Cola chicken wings in my new Instant Pot. It's actually going to be the first thing I try in my new pot, so I'm hoping it works out. The main ingredient is going to be chicken wings. The recipe called for about a pound, so that came out to about 10 to 12 pieces depending on the size of your wings. Now the recipe didn't call for marinating, but I wanted the wings to have a little more flavor, so I let them sit on the counter for about 15 minutes in a little bit of soy sauce while I prepared the other ingredients. Now to make this chicken wing recipe, all you really have to do is put everything in the pot and set it and then forget about it. So first I'm going to put my chicken into the pot, like so. There we go. Then I'm going to slowly pour my Coca-Cola into the pot so I don't splatter everywhere. Cool. Then it's going to be the soy sauce. And then the Chinese cooking wine. Alright. And then a few pieces of ginger. And then lastly, 1 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir just so everything kind of mixes together before I get started. Ooh, the Coke is foaming. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is pop the lid on. Like that. Make sure you twist it so that it goes into the lock position. Then you want to check and make sure that the quick release valve is set to sealing. That's toward the back. In the front it's venting, so you want to make sure before you start cooking that it's set to sealing. Then you can plug the machine into the wall. And you should hear a beep when the machine comes on and the display will show off. So according to the recipe, you're going to want to set this at poultry and let it cook for 15 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. Poultry is on the left and it's going to default to 15, so I'm just going to leave it at the 15. The beeping just means the pot has now started pressurizing, and it should stay at the on display until it reaches pressure, and then it'll start counting down from the 15 minutes. So I'm going to go away for about 25-30 minutes and I will be back. So after about 8 minutes, the pot actually went and counted down from the 15-minute cooking time. So now it's actually been sitting on keep warm for about 5 minutes. You'll notice that the pot is now on keep warm mode, and there's a clock on the display that's actually going to be counting up. This is when the pot is actually naturally releasing the pressure from inside. You can actually manually do this by pulling on the release lever in the back by pulling it towards yourself, but I actually want to see how long it takes to naturally release and also what it does to the chicken to maybe see if it overcooks if it stays in the keep warm mode for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to leave it alone for another maybe 5-6 minutes and see what happens. It's been 20 minutes and the float valve is still in the up position, so that means there's still a lot of pressure inside the pot. So what I'm actually going to try and do is manually release the pressure. You want to use some kind of oven mitt or towel, and then you're going to gently pull the lever towards yourself. And you see, that's the steam coming out, if you can hear it. And then you'll see that the float valve has gone down. So about 20 minutes, maybe it was already going to do it on its own. So now what you're going to do is hit cancel so that the machine goes off. And if you want to be really, really safe, you can unplug the machine as well. And that's what I'm going to do. Something I noticed when this was cooking is that the pot is so quiet, I didn't even realize that it was on. And you also don't smell the thing that's cooking inside of the pot, so your whole house doesn't smell like chicken wings. Okay, so now what I can do is then twist the lids carefully. And you might want to use, again, a towel because the top of the pot is very, very hot. Twist it and then lift it off. Now when you lift it off, be careful because there is going to be some liquid on the lid and you want to make sure that that drips back into the pot and not onto yourself. There we go. See that liquid? Make sure you don't drip that on yourself because it's very, very hot. You want to set that lid somewhere where it's not going to burn. Let's look inside. Ooh, it smells really good. It doesn't look overcooked and it actually looks like it's just exactly what I was looking for. So what I'm going to do is take a stir just so that I get everything mixed together and the sauce is a little bit saucy. So what I could then do is actually use the saute mode to thicken the sauce a little and then pour it over the chicken when I serve it. So I'm going to go ahead and plate this up, and then I will show you how to thicken the sauce a little bit. So I've pulled all of the chicken wings out of the pot, and then I realized that the liquid was a little bit soupy. So what I did was plug the machine back into the wall and then set the Instant Pot to saute. And then after about 2 minutes, it started to heat up, and then everything inside started to bubble, actually bubble a lot. What I did notice is there's still quite a bit of liquid left in the pot, mostly about a cup, which is what I actually initially put in. So it seems like you don't need a lot of liquid to cook with this Instant Pot, so maybe next time I will put a little bit less. I've tasted the chicken wings without the sauce and they taste fine. They're a little bit chewy, so perhaps you can do the manual release before the 20 minutes, maybe at 10 minutes or so, and I will try that next time. Also, they don't taste like Coca-Cola at all. They're a little bit sweet and a little bit savory, and actually not too bad. So once I put the sauce on, they'll probably have a little bit more flavor. So that is my first attempt at making Coca-Cola chicken wings in my new Instant Pot. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.